How's it going, everyone? I wanted to welcome everybody out tonight. My name is John Johnson. Just going to go through a sales training. So this is not the prospect call. We just had one of those, and I believe it was recorded. But prospects are always welcome to be on these trainings as well. But we're going to talk a lot about rNetwork and kind of the direction this company is headed and what we can do to help build this company and really making income for ourselves. I can tell you I've been in this company now for about 4 months. And it looks like sometime this week, as possibly as tomorrow, our team alone will have about 5,000 members on it. So give yourselves a pat on the back for that. That's pretty amazing that we've done that this early in a pre-launch. It's really, really cool what we've been able to accomplish so far. So what we're looking to do is really amazing, is to kind of change the world one person at a time. What I mean by that is, help people believe and dream again. We've been burned so many times in network marketing and different opportunities and things of that sort. We've had to buy these overpriced products and try to move them and sell them and do all these different things. With rNetwork, it's just so different. I mean, we're literally forming a community of people that can come in and they can save a bunch of money, and with a very low entry of $38 a month. $38 a month, that's next to nothing for a business expense. It really is. When you think like a business owner and entrepreneur, $38 is nothing. And what we have for that $38 is just phenomenal. So I'm going to kind of skip a lot of slides tonight and go right into the training itself. And sorry, my computer's just going crazy. People trying to get in. First time I've had it on. Well, actually, this is not the first time I've had this training on this link, so I'm not sure why people are trying to get in. But anyway, how does rNetwork help you? Well, first of all, how do we help ourselves? Because what we've got here with rNetwork is really amazing. The new products are rolling out tonight. And with those products, we've got the global rev share. I'm going to talk about that tonight. The ability to get paid on swipes, we know about that. We know about the Me and 3 and things of that sort. But what we're learning about now are the fans, the free members, and the ability to earn on members or fans, free members, which is basically a person who can come in and dip their toe in the water and things of that sort. And I want to kind of warn people with this, about this. And the reason I say warn them about that, I wouldn't build my entire organization with just fans. I would build my organization with charter members first, fans second. And I'll tell you why. Your charter members are going to be more motivated. Your charter members are probably going to be more business orientated, and they're going to build you more fans and more charter members. And so I've already seen a lot of ads going out there, fan this, fan that, become a fan, which is great and everything, but I would say become a charter member first, fan second. I've been in marketing and sales a long, long time, and what I would urge people to do is, in fact, since this is training, I would say when you message this out to people and individuals or whoever the mass is, I wouldn't just say free everywhere, because what you're doing is you're kind of cheapening the opportunity, and what I mean by that is you want to, they'll look at that and say, oh no, free, nothing's free, nothing in life is free, and whatever, and you don't want to diminish that opportunity. What you want to do is you want to go out and build your charter member base and then turn around and create fans on top of that. Fans are the people that tell you no initially, and then you go back and sign them up later and say, you know what, I understand you're not ready to commit fully. You may not want to pay the $38 or whatever it may be. Go ahead and become a fan, dip your toe in the water, and as a fan, you will have the free bank account, you will have the discount portal, you'll have the travel limited. The fans aren't going to get everything the charter members get, nor should they. But travel limited, they may only get a couple stays a year in the hotels for a discount, as opposed to unlimited like what we're able to do. They may be able to get about 70–80% of the savings that we get as charter members. Charter members are paying. It's a paid fee, and they're going to receive a little bit more benefits. But the cool thing about the fans is they can save. They can see that it works. That's the point. You want your fans to see that everything is working properly, that they are saving money, and they'll say, you know what, gosh, maybe I should become a charter member. Because what's the difference again between becoming a fan and a charter member? Charter members get paid on everything. We know about the 3x10 matrix. I'm not going to go over that in the training. We know about the dynamic compression. We know that there's members right now that are being paid on. I mean, I can tell you I'm being paid on over 100 levels deep right now because the way dynamic compression works. You don't see the breakage. You don't see all that kind of stuff that you typically see in network marketing on this comp plan. You just don't see it. There's no gotchas. You don't have to complete this level first or whatever. And it's just really amazing. What this really is an individual, and Richard Smith, who has been dreaming about this for 25 years, and he wanted the ability to have people come in and make money, save more than they pay. He wanted retention. How do you create retention? Easy. You create value. That's how you create retention. You don't create retention by having people sell an overpriced product or say my product's better than yours and my deal's better than yours. That's not how you create retention. You create retention by giving people real value. When we do our marketing, when we do our sales, when we're on our 3-way calls and we're doing all of this stuff, we need to immediately create value. And to create value, we have to know this inside and out. We have to know what people are receiving for their $38 a month. You know, what am I getting for $38 a month? Well, you're getting everything. You're getting the concierge service, the R autos, the R mobile. I know the form just came out. I'm about to fill it out right after this call. I'd like to save money on my mobile services. I'd love to save money on my mortgage. I'd love to save money on the med once the med rolls out. This is amazing. And then also on top of that, you know what? We love the little guy. The little guy creates everything's about the little guy. And in fact, I hate that term, little guy. What does that even mean? Okay, and I've never liked that term. People that know me, they know that. The little guy is just the guy that hasn't done it yet. Okay, the little guy has all the potential in the world, and either he or she is stopping themselves from becoming the big guy. Stop stopping yourself. Get out of your own way. Get out of your own way and just achieve. I can tell you right now, my close friends who know my story, my life story, you know, and we all have one. We all have stories, and none of us have had it completely easy. We all have things we have to go through and whatnot. But I didn't grow up with the silver spoon in my mouth. I didn't grow up with the business degrees and all these things that rich parents are. I didn't have any of that. Okay, what I had is 7 brothers and sisters, and we didn't have a lot. And you know what? It's fine. In fact, I don't think I would ever want to be raised differently. I really don't. Everything that I have received in my life, I have earned. And I would never trade that for the world because I learned to appreciate things. I learned to work hard. I learned to be dedicated, to just push and push and push until the walls fall down. And you have to have that attitude in business. Even when you look at this and say, hey, this is the easiest thing in the world to sell, which I think this is really incredibly easy. For me, I've been in sales for a long time, but it can be easy for you too. And you've got to learn to overcome the doubts and the fears and all that kind of stuff and say, look, you know, what am I really doing here? I can walk to any individual at any time and say, hey, I just saved X amount of dollars a month on my cell phone. Oh, really? Okay. There starts a conversation right there. That person could become a charter member or a fan, but you've got to start that conversation. You can say, you know what? I just saved a bunch of money on my mortgage every month. I refinanced, or I purchased this home and got a great deal. I had a concierge. What the heck is a concierge? Just start opening your mouths. Open your mouth a lot. And the cool thing is you have a lot to talk about now. You know, and the thing I haven't done lately, now I don't need to. I used to lead with the card, and someone asked me the other day, hey, John, how are you doing this? How are you getting so many people? What do you lead with? What's your icebreaker? I said, well, it was easy. I used to pull my card out of my wallet, and I'd take my phone, and I put my card right next to my phone, and I'd say, hey, wouldn't it be really cool if this phone, everything in this phone was in this card? And it would make people think, and they're like, what? And I said, no, I'm serious. Wouldn't it be really cool if everything in this phone was in this card? And they said, yeah, is that even possible? And I said, it is now. And then I would talk about the card. And that's how I would literally start conversations like that. We could be talking about something completely different, and I would somehow bring that up. I do it all the time. It was a great icebreaker. But now I could say, oh my goodness, I could be eating dinner, I can do whatever. I've got a good friend, he may be on the call, so I won't say his name. If he was not on the call, I'd probably say his name. Actually, I wouldn't. But anyway, he said he was at I believe, a wedding this weekend, and he stayed at a hotel, and he said he signed 3 people up. And he said, all I did, John, he said, it was so easy. I was sitting at this great hotel, and in conversation, I said, everybody was talking about how great the hotel was. He's like, yeah, it's awesome. I can't believe I only paid $95 a night to stay here. They're like, what? You only paid $95? That's how he brought it up. That's how he brought it up. And then all of a sudden he started talking about it and everything. Signed up 3 people. There's his 3 in the pen. Well, he already has 10, but now he's got 3 more. So it's not that complicated. We've got to stop overcomplicating what we're doing. Tomorrow I'm speaking with Brian, who helped us create, well, who did create the Rev system, brought it to me. I absolutely love it. And we're going to start implementing all of this new stuff into the Rev system. So that Rev system is a big, great key, and is a great tool for everybody to use. We put that together for you. Okay, we put that together for you. I can tell you right now, full disclosure, I make $2 a month on that thing. For every subscription, I make $2. I'm not getting rich off the Rev system, guys. I promise you that. I didn't do that to get rich off the Rev system. I built that for you, for people to utilize it. People ask me, how do I do this? How do I do this? How do I market this? How do I market that? You plug into systems that work. You plug into people that have been there, done that, that have built massive organizations, and you plug in. What I mean by plug in, if you're going to do a business, do it. Don't halfway do it. Don't do anything halfway. I say all the time, if you do something halfway, expect less than half the results. You've got to get in, you got to dig, you got to get your knuckles dirty, and you just got to go work. Put your boots on and work. And the cool thing about this is, when you look at what we're doing, one of the smartest things they came up with, and they've come up with a lot of smart things, and I absolutely love it, and I'm going to go back a slide, is this global rev share. Are you kidding me? This thing is phenomenal. So how does that work? Well, part of our auto goes into the rev share. Part of it goes up the TBS. So our auto, you're going to see it on both sides. Part of it goes up the TBS. Part of it goes up into the global rev share. The mortgages, the cell phones goes into the rev share. People ask me what percentage. The answer is, I don't know. I'll never know. Why? Because every person is different. What do I mean by that? Well, what if somebody takes their cell phone and says, all right, I already have a pretty screaming deal, and what if we can only save them $50 a month? And then we save the next person $200 a month. So everyone's different. Every situation is unique. Whatever that profit is, it's going to run up into that global pool share. That's what's going to happen. But we got to make it make sense. It's got to make sense for the providers, for the concierge, and it's got to make sense for the members. But the cool thing is, even if it's a couple bucks or a lot of money or whatever it may be each time, it's value driven. It gives you more money in your pocket just by getting 3 people. Just by getting 3 people. Have you ever seen any network marketing company or any company in the world, you can get 3 people and share what the overall revenue of the company on, you know, the our autos, our mobile, our mortgage, our med, our everything else that rolls out. You know, there's several other products and services being screened, and they'll roll out. And one thing I'd like to say is, I love answering questions. I really do. But everything's got to come through corporate now, guys. Everything's got to come through, you know, our Rise Up and our world and things of that sort. You know, that's where you're going to find your answers for today, tomorrow, or whatever. Because what has happened in the past is sometimes some leaders will get information from here and from here and from here. We gather and we think, okay, we can share this, we can share that. Well, what happens is, what if it changes before it rolls out? And then people are thinking, well, you just said this, you just said that. So now, until it rolls out, the answer is we don't know. Because things can change up to the last minute, up to 30 seconds before it rolls out. They can say, oh, let's change this, let's change that, let's do this, let's enhance it, let's make this better. They're constantly looking for ways to put more money into your pockets. They really are. Because why? We talked about this a lot, and I'm going to kind of go to this slide over here. Go over to the bank, if I could find it here. Right here, our bank. Think about what this is. When you talk to your prospects, understand the importance of our bank. and what we're building. We are building a bank that is now, we have coverage of 80 plus countries, and we're able to service a US bank account. Where do banks make all their money? Has anyone on this call or anyone listening later ever worked at a bank or managed a bank or done anything, worked with the bank? They need deposits. They want deposits in that bank. These guys are doing everything humanly possible, give you a free bank account, service you just like any other bank. People always ask me a question, what does your bank do? I'm like, the same thing your bank does, except our bank pays you for swipes and yours does not. That's the difference. But our bank also helps you plug into our network to give you savings on hundreds of thousands of merchants all over the place. Hundreds of thousands. And you international people, I love you guys to death, and I wish it hadn't taken so long, but it did, because there's a lot of things we got to roll out, work out. But your stuff is coming, and I'm telling you, it's coming, and it's coming in spades, and I'm very excited about what they're going to roll out. I'm going to allow corporate to announce what that is, but yes, your savings are coming in abundance. It is coming. But right now, you know what I would focus on? Your 3 in that pool, that revenue sharing pool. Because that's money that you can have. I don't care if you're in Holland or Switzerland or wherever you're at. You're sharing money with people here in the U.S. If we get a discount on a cell phone or a car or whatever, and that money rolls up to that pool, guess who shares that revenue? You do. That's your revenue, regardless of where you're located in the world. You get to tap into that. Companies just don't do this stuff. Our network does it, because our network is not just another company. Our network is us. We need to leverage the power of the network. We need to get bigger and bigger and bigger, because the bigger we get, the better it gets. We keep hearing that over and over again, but it's so true in this case. And when your prospects make the mistake of, oh, this is just another savings platform. No, it isn't. No, it is not. What other savings platform gives you a bank account and gives you money off of a swipe? And even before the swipes happen, what other savings program is helping you have a concierge for mortgage to help find you the best rate for you, the best deal for you? People said, John, what is the rate going to be? I don't know. I haven't seen your credit. I haven't run it. I worked in mortgages for a while. I understand it very well. Every single person will get a different deal depending on that person's situation. But what I can tell you is this. It's not a loan officer stuck in one office in this box saying, all right, okay, here's my brokers. I'll tell you how it works. We used to shop brokers all the time. I was a mortgage broker. I've done it. And we'd say, all right, here's all the mortgage companies. Here's all the mortgages available. And we'd have to sit there and learn and learn and learn. And we'd all get paid a commission. Or like, if I run it through so-and-so, they pay us a little bit better on the back end. They pay us better. They pay us. That's how it worked. And we'd have to sit there and try to shop, but we'd all shop within our boxes. No lender was attached to everybody. Not that I've ever seen. Some of them would have 5 lenders. Some would have 10. Some would have 2. Some would have 3. And they'd try to shop it, for you within that box of lenders. This concierge is an inside person in the mortgage industry that has numerous contacts, and all they want to do is save you money. Why? Word of mouth marketing. They want to help you get the best deal for you, and they want your testimonials on there saying, hey, I just saved X amount of dollars a month. Thank you, rNetwork. The more testimonials they get, the better it is for the company, the better it is for you, and better it is for them. Imagine having the same thing with our auto. And it was the cool thing about our auto, I've done it twice. So you're going to see slides flipping around and stuff like that, and that's okay. That's what this is tonight. But the R Auto, it was amazing. I saved a load of money. But the cool thing about the mortgages, I get to save it every month. The cool thing about the phones, I get to save it every month. The good thing about the med, Richard got up, I believe he said 47 or 48% off of his diabetic prescription over and above what his insurance paid. These are phenomenal deals. And the cool thing is 1, 2, 3, 4 of them right there. 4. And our med, I don't think it's quite out yet. Maybe in a week or so, whatever Richard said, whatever corporate says is the official answer. Once that rolls out, those are 4 out of several more coming. This is a start. This is a beginning. It's a bottom line. That's what's so amazing about this. One thing I also saw today, and I want to kind of make note of this, and this is what I talk about getting in your own way. I saw this today and I just kind of rolled my eyes, and I sent a private message over to Dave and I said, oh my gosh. He posted something today about his cell phone and the savings, and it was great. I mean, he saved over $200 a month. That's amazing. And so I'm reading through the comments, and I read some comments, and some of them were, well, I don't like T-Mobile, or the T-Mobile doesn't work great in my area. Okay, let me tell you guys something. Whenever somebody posts, that's called a curiosity post, what he did. And those are very effective. And he had some success even with the negativity. You're basically sabotaging your own business when you make posts like that. That's what I talk about, getting in your own way. Don't do it. I can promise you one thing. If I put a post and I see a comment like that, you will be blacklisted from my page. And I promise you that, and I won't even think twice before I do it. That I can promise you. And I'm not saying that to be mean or ugly or nasty, but if I create a curiosity post and I see something like that on that post, you're out of there. You're done. That's it. That is so detrimental to your own business too. You're trying to build a business like the rest of us. If you love a product, promote it till the cows come home. If you don't like a particular product, don't promote it. But by all means, don't bash it. Whether if what works for you, great. If it does, if that one product within this network does not work for you, and they may not all work for you, that's okay. But never, ever, ever, especially publicly, or ever bash it. That is detrimental. How in the world are you going to gain credibility for your business if they see your name on a post like that and you make a comment like that? You've just hurt yourself and you hurt the whole company. Don't do it. That's one thing people appreciate about me. I'm very blunt. I am very honest. I speak my mind, and I'm just telling you, don't do it. If I see that on my page, that's gone. That's the boom. I'm sorry. That's because we work so hard and we put so many things. And that same people may love that service. You may not like that particular thing, or may not work for you in that particular area. Okay, but it may work for 20 million other people. You don't know. And some of those people could be your prospects, and some of those people would be people you share revenue on in that pool. So just please think before you type, think before you speak. I'm just telling you that. And when you're in sales and you're networking and stuff like that, that kind of stuff is detrimental. It's important to know that. So that's the only reason I'm bringing that up. Very important to know. Update on what we're doing on the team for the Fusion stuff. And Fusion's going to help not just my team. And I want the other team to understand this. When I talk about Fusion, yes, the website itself, yes, we have team links in there. I get that. But the videos, everything, we're going to share that, and we're going to share those with everybody, especially now that we have this pool. So I was talking to corporate a little bit today and talking about marketing. We're going to come up, at least this is what I'm pushing, for a system for the leaders to go in there and say, hey, here's the content. We're going to try to get it all approved. Whatever we post, content and stuff on our page and on our Rise Up, you guys can use that stuff. But don't just go out and just post anything and everything, because sometimes it's the information is not quite 100% correct, and it's going to cause problems for yourself. So wait until we post something like, this PowerPoint, for example. The corporate put it as a beautiful PowerPoint, and it's accurate. That's the key. It's accurate. This information, what does a fan receive? Well, they receive free enrollment, and our bank account coming soon, discount portal, travel, limited, our auto, our mobile, our mortgage, and our med. They receive all that. That's what the fans get. Charter members get what's here on the left. This came from corporate. This is official. You can use this. You can change the photos. You can change the pictures. I've seen some of your work, and it's absolutely beautiful. But keep the content consistent, because that protects you. It protects corporate, and it protects the message, and it protects the integrity of the company. Because if somebody reads this over here and it doesn't match with what corporate said, they're like, well, wait a second. You're saying this, and who's right? Who's correct? That creates doubt and confusion. We don't want that. So what I propose doing is say, hey, let's go in there, and at the leaders, want to go in there and say, hey, here's some content. I send it up to corporate. They get the approval. We roll it out. We put it in there. That's what I'm doing with Fusion. I had to redo my entire website. That's why I had to put that project off, because we don't see the gold, silver packages, all that. We see the concierge service. We see the REVVolution suite. If you log into your back office right now, look at the REVVolution suite. It's in there, but it's a little different than what I thought even a month or so ago. So I'm redoing the website. I've got a meeting with them on October 8th. I'm going to sit down with them. I'm hoping to roll that out sometime in October, with the site being live and the first video being made. Obviously corporate approved, and corporate's also putting out a great video here shortly as well. You guys can use those videos, and then I'm going to start getting 3 videos a month, and I'm going to hand those videos to you. I'm saying, here's this video. One might be about a charter member, one might be about a fan, one might be about the bank, one might be about this or that. The point is, there's going to be 3 of them a month, created by the most award-winning production company in the US when it comes to video. They're #1 in video as far as how many awards that they've won. Would you want to use their stuff, or would you want to use your stuff? I mean, ask yourself that. Use the content we give you. Keep the messaging consistent. You want to build a big team, keep the messaging consistent. I know I get questions about marketing all of the time. Well, I have to move. I can't. You don't want to outrun corporate, because if your message is incorrect because you're outrunning them, then what happens? First of all, you have to pull it back. It costs a lot of time and money, because you got to change this, you got to change that, and it's a pain. And second, people look at it and they're confused. They're like, well, wait a second, I thought I was getting this, I got that. So that's why we say, when you post questions on my page, the network affiliates, whatever, I always say, well, great question, wonderful question for corporate. Because even if I know the answer, I can't share it, because everything's got to go through corporate first. Well, we're there. Those pages are to promote, to build the team, to do all of that stuff. But we've got to be very careful with the messaging and keep it congruent and consistent. And I promised corporate I would do that, and I know the leaders have, and we're working very hard to make sure that happens. And we're going to give you some really killer stuff. I mean, I like this presentation a lot. Look at this thing, is beautiful. It's gorgeous. It's got everything you can possibly want on it. And what we're asking, and Richard got up the other day, and I loved what he said. He said, we're putting all these concierge services together. We're signing all these contracts. We're doing all this stuff. We're spending all this money on this and this and that. What are we asking you to do? Go get 3 and help them get their 3. That's your job. Go get 3, help them get their 3. And yes, you're going to have marketing systems, the Rev system being one of them. Corporate likes that system. Everything we do with that system, we send it to corporate first. We get approvals. We get everything. Everything that system shares, you can share. Everything that on my page, you can share. Everything on Jeremy's page, you can share. Everything at corporate, you can share. Just knowing that we're going to get approval first. I can speak for myself. I guess I shouldn't speak for everyone else, but I know that's the same process they're going to go through. If I post on my page, you can share it, because I'm going to get approval first and foremost, and then get in there and say, all right, I have a really good idea of what I can and can't say, but I still send stuff up there because I want them to look at it just to make sure, and because that protects you as well. And then you can put that on your pages. But I get that question a lot. Can I post it? Can I post it? Yes, you can, because I won't post it until I get approvals. Now, if I wasn't doing that, then I'd say, no, wait until whatever. But get it through our Rise Up, our World, all that, anything from the corporate, those 2 pages, absolutely share it to your heart's content. You don't need to ask, because it's approved. That's coming straight from corporate. So we don't want to slow you down, but we do have to make sure that the messaging is 100% correct and accurate, because that's a big deal. And let me talk about the Me and 3 a little bit. It's so funny because I was teasing corporate the other day. I said, I don't even like Me and 3. I'm starting to like it now, but I said, I had Me in 84. I had a lot of personals, and I said, I just felt like it was limited, but it's really not, because when you think about this global share now that we have, I didn't know they were creating this at the time when they put Me and 3 together. They knew it, I didn't. So they know more than I do. And now I see the genius in this. I said, okay, you go get 3 and help them get 3. What are those 3 people getting? Not only are they getting their top off bonus, but they're sharing the ability to share in the rev pool. And what's the difference? You have to be tier 3 qualified to share in that rev pool. They don't have to be your original 3 people. Now for the top off, they do. But for the rev share, they don't. That's going to help the little man have success in this industry. When people start seeing that they're getting that bonus each month, and I believe they said the first one pays out on Black Friday, they're going to be thinking, wow, that's really cool. I don't even have a big organization, and look at this bonus I just got. I only have 5 people. I have 10 people. I have, whatever. It incentivizes them to get their 3 even more so than the top off. What's that going to do? It's going to grow your lines faster. It's going to grow your teams faster, even without fancy dancy, crazy marketing systems. That's what it's going to do. That's what's so cool about it. That's why I always tell people, keep the message simple. Simple sells. Simple has always sold. What are we doing on top of all of this? We're flying out. Do you believe I'm flying to Atlanta? What is it? And Dave's going to fly out there too, which is awesome. I'm excited he's coming. Flying out there and doing that presentation on the 11th. And do you know what? I'm crazy or not, I'm spending that money out of my own pocket. I didn't ask corporate for the money. I am spending out of my own pocket from commissions I made. So you know how I am. If I made a commission, that's the team. That's the team's money. That's the way I think. So I'm using the team's money or commission I've earned to pay for the room, to pay for the flight, to pay for everything. And it's not cheap, okay? But I'm doing that for our team to help grow the team in other areas. And now Dave's going to put together a travel schedule pretty soon. So you're going to say, we're asking people, hey, get your area ready for us to come see you. Get 100 people, get 200 people together within your whole organizations, you, and get to know the people, even if they're cross-line to you. Get to know them in your cities. You want to learn how to build this thing, then learn how to do it. I can tell you right now, you're going to have the fanciest system on the planet. Nothing and absolutely nothing beats a look in the eye and a handshake. Nothing. Nothing beats the leaders flying around the world, flying around the globe in front of your prospects. Nothing beats that. Because you can have the fanciest system in the world, but you still have to close those prospects. You still have to do all that stuff. But we're going to go out there, we're going to travel all over the place and stand right in front of your prospects. We need you to open your mouths and watch how fast. I've grown a team of almost 5,000 people. Literally, we'll probably hit 5,000 tomorrow. And I have not placed one single ad. Zero ads. Now I will with Fusion and everything else here towards the tail end of October, once I have it all rebuilt and everything with the new information and have it all ready to roll out. But I haven't done all that. Everybody thinks they need this magical. No, they don't. What they need is they need to know this thing inside and out and know how simple this is and make sure you simplify it yourselves. Get your 3. Tell 3 people. Say, hey, everybody has a network of at least 3 people. Everybody does. Everybody does. And if you have to talk to 20 to get to 3, then talk to 20 to get to 3. Talk to 100 to get to 3. I signed up people I did not know. I've signed up tellers of banks. I've signed up cashiers. I talk to everybody. But I do it in different ways. Are you looking for a car anytime soon? Great. Hey, have you ever thought about refinancing your mortgage? You may want to talk to this place. And I didn't even have the autos and the mortgages back then. We have them now. And as we bring more verticals, what if you have a conversation, you're talking to somebody with diabetes or with whatever, and they're on some kind of medication? Bring it up. There's a potential charter member right there, at least minimum a fan. Bring it up. Talk about it. That's what you do. You've got to constantly be coming up with ways to bring up your business opportunity. And the cool thing about this is you're helping them. You're helping them. You talk to somebody about diabetes and they go say 48% like Richard did. You're helping that human being. That's a great feeling. You're helping them and you're building your business all at the same time. That's what our network is. Helping others save gets you paid. So that's where your focus is. That's where you need to be. That's where your head needs to be at. Yes, we're going to have the cool, and I love the Rev system. And the cool thing about the Rev system is we've had people have success on it already, and that's been the bare bones minimum. We were leading with stuff that was, now it's old because now we've got all this new stuff to put in there. And I'm having a call with him tomorrow so we can update all this stuff. But it's amazing. People wait until we have all this loaded in there, and then the next stuff, and the next stuff. It's going to get better and better. We're in a pre-launch. We haven't launched yet, guys. And we already have people with having a lot of success, and they're going to have a lot more after launch. But even in the pre-launch stages, as we roll more and more things out, this thing is phenomenal. And so just do yourself a favor and don't allow people to go in there and say, hey, this is just like another savings program stuff. No, it's not. No, it isn't. I've never seen anything like this. I've talked to people that have seen a lot of savings programs, and they said, I've never seen anything like this. So if they haven't seen it, certainly you haven't. Okay, things like this just don't pop up every day. So own it. Realize how valuable this really is. Get a couple people to save money on their house, save money on their cell phones. Look how fast they run out and they tell the world about it. People love to share savings. They love it. Now we have the ability to do that. And again, the internationals, we've got savings stuff coming. We're going to talk more about the R-Mobile, potentially maybe, because T-Mobile's in a lot of different places. So we're exploring that as well. All that corporate, again, everything, any question related to stuff like products, product development, product dates, all that kind of stuff, please send those questions to our Rise Up, our World, as opposed to the individual team pages, because the answer will always be the same. I don't know. Great question for corporate. I will always allow them to, what we want to do on our page is to build and promote. But those questions, corporate related, they need to go to corporate, because even if I know the answer, I'm not allowed to say, and I'm not going to. I just can't. I've got to, I want to follow protocol. I want to do everything 100% right, because I want to protect you. I want to protect this company as much as I possibly can. But I'm telling you, just like he said, understand what we have. And our marketing is going to be fun now. A virtual car dealership, a virtual cell phone dealer, virtual mortgage broker person. I almost hate to say that, but we have the concierge in all those places, and more is coming. You've never seen anything like this, because nothing like this has ever existed. Not that I've ever seen. And I've been around a long time, and I've seen a lot of things. Obviously, we know about the importance of timing. We're in front of the critical mass. I mean, we are in front of something so special and so unique here. Let's own it. Let's have confidence when we deliver this message. Let's learn. You can get this copy of this PDF from our Rise Up. Just go to the file section in our Rise Up, download the PDF, and learn it inside and out. And learn what those savings are and everything. And watch for more updates. There's going to be updates all of the time. We're 4 months into this thing, and look what we've already done. We've done all this in 4 months. The support is phenomenal. I believe the support in this business is fantastic. So with that, everybody, I'm going to wrap it up tonight. I will have more stuff on as far as the systems, the Rev system, Fusion, all that. All that's coming very, very shortly, everybody. Tonight I just want to touch on the stuff. Look in your back office. See that it is in there, ready for you to explore. Get in there, go save yourself some money. The best way to build a business is to have your own personal testimonial. Is it not? I mean, it really is. Why do you think I was a guinea pig for our auto? I could have gone to CarMax and bought 2 more cars. I needed the cars. I was in the market for them. I'm like, I don't mind saving a little bit of money, and I absolutely love my truck. I love it. I think it's amazing. It's a beautiful car, and I saved a good amount of money on it and did the same for my daughter. I'm thrilled to death over it. I used the product. I saved, and I was able to formulate a great testimonial and share it with people. I'm going to do the same thing with the phones, the mortgage, everything else. I'm going to go out and get myself some testimonials, and I'm going to build a stinking business. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to wait for the card. When the card comes, I'll use it, and I'll have another testimonial. The more testimonials, the merrier, right? So everybody have a great night. We will talk to you Thursday night, more of a prospect call, and we'll get you information on the Rev system, all that other stuff as it unfolds. We will talk to you guys next time. Have a good night.